The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
58, come on, 58.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam. 70 Lions.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Eckler. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they think.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding room at the 30.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully
A
points.
7-yard pickup.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running is Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And he lost the football. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw.
To Evans on the slant.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Tyler Newsome now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 10.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Bears take over.
1-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch twist, watch twist. Watch the shift.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On first down, Swift. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down.
The pass.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check three.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check. 51.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And some room to roam now. 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
That's the reason we go for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Go check. Go check. Out, 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 out. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
3 bud. Check 4. Check 4. Shit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Eckler. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Hey, watch the slant. Watch Buffalo 18.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Kill. Shift straight. Check 43.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback taking.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And 1 at the 34-yard line.
Check 24.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Don't get nervous. He's trying to Lion.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Complete to Mike Evans.
A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out right at the 35.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under 10. Hey, alert 3. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Tighten up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3 down. 51, Mike.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
I'm coming.
2nd and 6. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
19 Lion. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
All day, just like that.
Check 52. Shift. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Focus, defense, focus.
Under crunch. Hey, check.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now they try the right side here. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
What a big fourth-quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point forthcoming.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 21, Bears 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start with the option. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On for the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
The 47-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Here's Swift.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Swift.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. To throw. Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So that one will be accepted. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bears, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take